The number 1954 appears in the archives. It is not a launch date. It is an internal budget reference. This document should have been a simple financial report from the CIA. But one line within these files reveals a specific allocation for experimental protocols. These protocols never appear in public reports. This detail changes everything. But why was this line erased from all official archives? The Church Commission report, dated 1975, reveals the existence of psychological programs run by the CIA. It mentions budgets allocated for research projects that far exceed the scope of conventional intelligence work. These programs were structured during the 1950s and 1960s. CIA FOIA documents show a complex hierarchy for managing these operations. Investigators found internal correspondence discussing methods of mind control. They found protocols disconnected from the official counter-espionage mission. Yet, the archive suggests that coded details regarding specific methods, such as those associated with sea spray, were intentionally concealed. Specific declassified documents, found in archives like the Black Vault, contain operational references never entered into the grand historical narrative. But who decided to hide these precise figures? The archives show that official budgets do not match the actual expenditures of the psychological programs. Researchers who gained access to these files noted a stark divergence between financial allocations and internal security reports. The documents suggest that the methods used involved non-consenting subjects. This reality is largely omitted from public publications. The 1950s and 1960s were the period when protocols were established. But the exact consequences and dates of the experiments were sealed away. The archives point toward a deliberate attempt to mask the true scope of the operations conducted by the CIA. The precise figures for the coded dates of these protocols are absent from public reports. The inconsistencies between the budgets and internal security reports suggest an attempt to control the flow of information. Internal archives indicate that details on the methods, such as those associated with sea spray, were actively hidden for security and morale. And there, a contradiction emerges. If internal documents show these protocols existed, why are the public archives so devoid of detail? Until now, one might believe that declassified documents reveal the history of conventional counterespionage. But one line in the 1975 archives poses a fundamental problem. The Church Commission report reveals the existence of massive psychological programs. Yet, the coded details of the experiments, such as those involving sea spray, are systematically absent from public documents. This implies a clear intention to hide the real consequences of these operations. But if the archives do not contain the exact dates of the events, what does that mean for historical truth?